What's on the come is not a call. I deposit, I do not withdraw.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Miami Dolphins. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And they'll begin by running the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. 2nd and 9. It looks like they'll move things around here.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying. Hey, shot alert, Chopper, Bronco switch, Bronco.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. An early test, 2 plays in, this is 3rd and 2. All right, Charles, we've spoken about this offense plenty, how great they've been all year. 9-0 now, into the back half of the season. Super Bowl favorites, without a doubt. I think everyone agrees on that. What do you think is the thing that most stands between them and a perfect season?
I think it's themselves. I think it's their team, how they approach things, how they conduct themselves during the week, practicing, getting ready, and then going out and playing. Can't take your foot off the gas pedal at this stage. Doesn't matter if it's a weak team you're playing or not. Look, when I talk with one of the best golfers of all time, he told me he never played against the field. He just played against himself and his own standard.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. Now 2nd and 5. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. Here's 3rd and 3.
It's a gain of 2. Brings up the 3rd.
They'll run for it with Achane. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
In motion goes the tight end. Going underneath, he's got Hockenson. It'll be a gain of 5, and that will bring up 2nd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. On 3rd down, Achane. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46.
A gain of 7 yards. It's now 4th down and 1.
They'll go. H.N. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. Just shy of the 20. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down.
I don't believe that was called right here in the moment. I believe this was called during practice this week, that he was going to decide to be aggressive even on his own side of the field.
Just, you mean because it's the opening drive? Maybe they had this scripted?
I think that he just talked about it with his team and said, listen, I'm confident in you. If we end up in this situation, we'll go for it early just to set a tone in this game.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
They run the option on 2nd down. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. H.N. gets it from the gun. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Option handoff now to H.N. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Here we go. Strike.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 1 coming up.
Okay, break.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's their quarterback scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Dolphins post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side, it's caught by Mitchell. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
At the 33-yard line.
Throwing is Jackson. Going for the deep ball. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Dolphins are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On the set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are, for the moment, the best team in football, 9-0 entering play here. And, Charles, I don't know if we'd call them a surprise 9-0, but the way that they have been winning definitely opened up a lot of eyes around the NFL.
Well, what we've seen from them so far this season, you can't stop them on offense, you can't score on them on defense. So to me, if you're going to play against them, you have to bring your best game and hope they throw a clunker in that day to give yourself a chance.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He's going to try and do this himself. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
That was well coached and even better executed because you saw him looking for the cutback lane, never materialized, and had excellent pursuit to stack that play up.
On the ready.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Hurry, hurry.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Go! Alert! Alert!
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Ready, ready.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down and a 21-yard gain.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
A run straight ahead with Achane. And he'll take this into the end zone for the Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
13 yards. First down.
Jackson on first down. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
It's a gain of 10. First down.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
19 yards. And the Ravens first down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
No, we changed it.
Jackson will throw again. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by Quan Martin. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Roll, roll, roll. Ready.
On second down, a run by Achane. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Let's go.
3rd and 8. Again, it's Achane. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Ready, set.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. The slot man in motion right. They go play action here on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we go.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15.
Lions. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
On play action, they'll throw. Looking deep downfield. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Dolphins. A big play there as the first half is winding down. And the Dolphins will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the third quarter. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
Play action. It's Jackson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw is Jackson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
Loss of 7 yards. 3 and out.
They'll try and throw for it here.
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland.
So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense, pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
go! Hey, Ozzy! Go ahead.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting at a great spot, up 2 scores here in the third quarter. And going deep for Hill, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Let's go now.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle, Wk10. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And they're going to speed things up here.
It's 3rd and 10.
And now they'll shift things around. Incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Take it at the 37. Good coverage there. An even 50-yard punt leads to a return of 5. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Hey, middle. You change it.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. Left side, that's caught by Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
First down, Ravens.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Jackson now. He's going to let it go deep for Mitchell. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 46 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to within a score.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 5 here.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Curve 19.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Trap 60. 79 Broncos.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. They're on the way in for a Miami touchdown. Wk10. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that as they continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Duvernay going to sit on this in the end zone, so it'll come out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Jackson on first down. And his throw here is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Third quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. One incompletion, two incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And Jackson throwing once more. It's caught. Mitchell. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Past the 20. He will have the conversion and more than that. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 42 yards. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they're within 7 now at 28-21. Still just a two-score game in the third quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And just shutting him off there.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. They run the option here on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 40-yard line.
He's going to keep this again. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Nice pickup. 10 yards and a first down on the keeper.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone who has the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
Yeah, it'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. But he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Spears. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They give to Achane on the option. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They go play action now. Jackson. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. And quickly, they get to the line. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Check.
And they'll give this to Chan. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Let's go.
From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
They'll set up to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
He's going to try and take off with it. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Cowboy 80.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's third down.
Looking to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12.
Like any team playing, they're looking for touchdowns to try and help their cause. But in this case, he does get them a little closer at least. If they think a field goal turns out to be the better call here.
The kick by Sanders is good.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
They'll come up first and 10 here. Jackson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
We change it. Oh, no, we change it.
Jackson.
He's going to let it fly. He's got it at the 15.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. 1 timeout remaining. Final minute, first and 10. Jackson to throw.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw, trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Warrior 70, Panther 11, Panther 11.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And going deep for Hill. And this will be caught at the 30. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 20.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun.
Okay, break.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Hurt. 19 Lion. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Again, he'll drop the throw. Oh, no, he lost the football.
And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Big Lion. 19 tight, 19 tight. Check smash, 18, Pioneer. Ready.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team